I tell everybody if you wanna watch the show, you can sit in the back. You can also watch it on YouTube if you're gonna be in the back. If you want to be a part of the show and feel like you're having the time of your life and being a part of something great, you go get up front, get in the pit. It changes the whole perspective of the show. You cannot go to a show and say it was not good if you were not up front. Don't be in the lawn and be like, oh, the show wasn't good. Morgan Wallen sucked last night. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were in the front. All right, guys, welcome back to Concerts and Coffee. We're straight fresh out the pit this morning. We're in Charlotte, and we feel like death. It's been a hell of a week, and we're only 2 shows in. If you didn't know, we're on a concert run. We started off Wednesday with Beartooth and Trivium. We went and seen Bullet with 0936, 936. And we're only 2 shows deep, and our necks hurt. We've headbanged off. Headbanged off? That sounds dirty. We've been headbanging, and we're tired. And it's been a hell of a... And we got Godsmack and Prevail coming up next. Mm-hmm. And then on Tuesday, we got Bad Omens with Era and I See Stars. And I didn't even know I See Stars was on that list, but I forgot about them. I'm excited because we seen them one time before, and they were awesome. And I didn't even know they were going to be on there, but now they're on there. So, let's take you back. Wednesday night, Beartooth with Trivium, Archetypes Collide, Malevolence. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we started off Wednesday night. You know, I had a couple of Jack and Cokes, and I'm having the time of my life. We met some really cool people. Shout out Bearded John. And, yeah. What's your experience been?
That was good. Beartooth and Trivium was a great way to start out the week. I love Beartooth. The first time we saw Beartooth, he was like, I don't like them, but now he loves them.
That was a long time ago.
Caleb and Matt Heavy from Trivium together, like the energy that they put out, it was just the entire show, actually, because even the opening bands, the energy was just there the entire show. There wasn't any downtime. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And we didn't bring it with us. Obviously, we're in Charlotte right now, but we got a drumstick from Archetypes Collide. We got a guitar pick from Malevolence. And then we got a set list and a guitar pick from both Trivium and Beartooth.
Yeah,
so we went 4 for 4 on Wednesday.
Woo. Yeah, so we had a bunch of stuff to add to our collection. It's dope.
Yeah. And then
we got some really good footage of Caleb and Trivium, too. We were right on the gate, front row. Mm-hmm. I knew Caleb come out at the end for the final riff, so I didn't go like crowd surfing. Usually we get to the front and I crowd surf like on the last song. That way I'm at the front of the whole show. Don't lose my spot. But we were right on the gate, so that's how we were able to get so much stuff this time pretty easily.
Yeah, I feel like we even got there late because we left straight from work. I had to drive over to your work, and then we had to sit through the traffic to get into Raleigh.
I was getting some drinks while I was waiting on you.
Yeah. Started early. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was definitely a blast. I was super excited about everything we got.
I tell you what, though, Caleb puts on a hell of a show every time. He treats it like a workout. He always delivers. And then with Trivium, you can tell they've just been doing it so long. Everything's so tight. Everything is professional. I seen them back in 2009 with Coheed and Cambria and Slipknot.
That's crazy.
I didn't even realize back then what I was seeing. Like, I knew what I was seeing, but, like, now looking back on it, like, as I'm getting older, because, you know, I've been going to shows since I was 5. Like, as I'm getting older now, looking back, like, I'm glad I seen these bands when I seen them on the upcoming tours. Like, I seen Asking Alexandria on the Stand Up and Scream tour, but, like, that'll never happen again. You know, you don't realize that. Like, you think when you see a band, you've seen them, but you get to see them in these different eras, you know, of their career. And, you know, like, I seen Slipknot in 09 with all the original members, but you'll never get that again, you know?
Yeah.
And just like now, like, we seen Alice in Chains, even though, you know, Jerry Cantrell's keeping the band alive with, you know, William. It's not the same, you know?
It's especially crazy with, you know, like you're saying, band members that have passed away. Like, even We Came as Romans, because we definitely saw them a few times with Kyle Pavone, and then...
Right. So, and then just talking, like, talking to the crowd, like meeting people, and people, this is their first show and they're 30 years old, you know, and it blows my mind. Take it for granted sometimes.
Yeah, there was a couple people, because we saw Bullet last night here in Charlotte, and there was quite a few people that said it was their first concert, so I was really surprised by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, last night was heavy energy. It was only Bullet and one other band, 0936, so Bullet had a long set. We're used to seeing co-headlining tours now where they only play for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour a piece, but they played for like an hour and a half, and it was awesome.
Killed it.
Yeah, even, I don't know as many Bullet songs as he does.
I'm a fanboy.
Yeah, fanboy.
I
I definitely know all of the...
Paige. Sorry.
I definitely know all of the popular ones and then some more. I'm a little more into it. But seeing them live was so good.
Yeah, I've probably seen Bullet close to 10 times now in my career.
My career as a concert goer.
Yeah, I've seen them quite a bit. They're one of the top bands that I've seen the most. I was such a fanboy learning how to play guitar. I learned their songs. Fun to play. And just, the way we grew up with the band next door. There was something about that old school style of me always loving like a double bass drummer. Like actually had a double bass, not just a kick pedal. And a lead singer that sang and played. Mm-hmm. And that's what you get with Trivium. And we got that with Bullet. And it's hard to do. It's a skill that it's, you don't see often anymore. Mm-hmm. And, it's crazy. It's crazy, like, now, too. Back in the day, I don't feel like you've seen the double singer thing as much, but now I feel like it's everybody, and I think it saves a lot of people's voices.
Yeah. I love the bass player in Bullet for My Valentine. I think he was my favorite.
Yeah, him and the drummer are newer to the group. They're not the OG members, but
He's good.
Awesome. Great singer.
Does he have a background? Have you looked up his background? Has he been in another band?
Nothing. I'm sure he has, but I don't know him well enough.
Yeah, I want to check that out later. But yeah, so unfortunately we did not end up getting anything last night. Stevie did crowd surf to the front and actually has a video of the bass player trying to hand him a pick, but the security guards pushed him away, so he wasn't able to grab that. And then
thanks, Jay. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And then yeah, but we got something. We had a great time.
Yeah.
So that is something.
I tell you what, I feel like I really enjoyed the Bullet show. Out of all the shows we've been to this week so far, I really enjoyed the Bullet show because it kind of brought back some of my childhood, my early teens.
Yeah.
Just for me seeing them. And I haven't seen them. Last few times we've seen them have been at like the big festivals and we weren't like right up and invested in them, And I had seen them so much at small venues, we kind of seen other people, but
yeah,
to see them back at a little small venue like this at the Fillmore in Charlotte it brought back some childhood for me.
I'm excited for the next two also, I think, because I've only seen Godsmack. Well, I guess we've seen them twice, but both at music festivals, so we weren't very close because we definitely got pit tickets for this one, and I absolutely love I Prevail. They're one of my favorites. So tomorrow I'm going to be super stoked. We actually got a drumstick from Godsmack at Carolina Rebellion back in 2018, which is crazy because there's like tens of thousands of people there. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, looking forward to that. And we've only seen Bad Omens once, and Era once, and Icy Stars once. So I'm excited to see all of them again.
Going back to I Prevail real quick, though, before we jump into the Bad Omens thing, we've seen I Prevail with Beartooth and A Day to Remember, and we've seen them a couple times, but I'm excited, too, because I feel like we've seen them almost on every run they had of an album come out.
Yeah.
So, and now we're getting to catch this True Power album.
Ooh, I love this album.
Yeah.
I love this album. I listen to Choke when I'm working out in the gym because it makes me want to
Makes you want to what? Oh, okay.
It gets me motivated.
Okay. Sorry.
That's my jam. I can't wait to hear it live. I'm so excited. They better play it. I would be so mad. I would be deeply hurt.
I don't know if they'll play Choke because they're opening up. They'll probably put the classics from the last two, and then
like Hurricane.
I don't know if they'll. I mean, I don't know. I know they'll.
What was the other one?
they'll probably play off the new album. Or are you talking about the last album?
Well, if we think of
Bow Down.
Bow Down. I was gonna say, if we think of what songs they would play from all albums combined.
Scars maybe.
Scars.
Bow Down. And then this new one they'll play. You know, probably Body Bag, and
yeah.
what's the one I like too? The slower, heavy one.
I can't think of it.
Bad Things.
Yes.
I'm in love with bad things. Yeah, I love that song.
They just didn't they just drop a new video for one of the songs too?
Yeah, it was I can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember either, but yeah.
We love you, Prevail. Awesome.
Yes, and we'll let you know what songs they end up playing when we do our recap of the next 2 shows.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll recap the next 2 and then let you know what our favorites are. If you're going to any of these shows, let us know where you're going to see them or where you did see them and what your favorite part of the show was.
Yeah, share your experience with us.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm Bullet right now. I like the venue. I've had a great time in all the shows. I love Caleb. I love Trivium. I feel like I've seen Caleb so much in the last year that it was cool to get, you know. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. But I haven't seen Bullet in so long.
I have a feeling that Godsmack and I Prevail is going to be my favorite. But Godsmack is like, that's kind of like my childhood thing, I feel like. This is one of my like first favorite rock bands, and I love their music. And then, of course, I Prevail is one of my favorites, too. So I'm just excited for that combination.
Godsmack doesn't have a bad song.
No.
And if you grew up in that era, too, you know, like we did, they were banging.
That was so good when we couldn't have concerts during COVID and they did that drive-in. It was Sully and Aaron Lewis. They did that acoustic thing. They were so funny and it was so good.
It was like they were just like drinking on stage and just shooting the shit and playing together.
Yeah, that was great. I forgot that too. It wasn't really Godsmack, but it was Sully.
Love Sully. So we're just chilling in Charlotte for today. We're gonna just do nothing, try to recuperate.
Yeah.
Try to get some nice dinner.
I think we're excited to see Godsmack too because they've kind of, I feel like, hinted that they might not be together for much longer, or touring much longer, or anything like that.
I think they said it was going to be their last album, probably.
Yeah, so I'm glad we're catching them again, just in case, because you never know. People hint at stuff like that for 10 years and then don't do it. So
right,
we'll see.
Kiss has been on a final reunion tour for 20 years.
Yeah, it's a thing. But if it is the case, then I'm excited we get to see them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just hit my mic.
You good?
I do that every time, just like boop.
Yeah, so as of now too, we don't, after this run with so we've seen 4 shows in 5 days. We started Wednesday and we're ending Tuesday. But after this, we don't really have anything planned unless something pops up till Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a lot of these bands again. So I'm excited. It's going to be a hard 4 days.
We were looking at the one, was it Fit for a King and
Landmarks,
Counterparts. The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah,
I can't remember the other one.
So many.
That one looks good. I might have to. That's after Blue Ridge though, so I guess never mind. It's in October.
Yeah, there'll be some stuff that pops up. I've been seeing things everywhere. But yeah, I just don't know. There's so many new bands out, and I feel like we're going to get a glimpse at them at Blue Ridge, and hopefully after that we'll get to see them in something more small venue wise. Mm-hmm. Seeing a band in a small venue will change your life.
Yeah.
The festivals don't do it justice. I tell everybody if you wanna watch the show, you can sit in the back. You can also watch it on YouTube if you're gonna be in the back. If you want to be a part of the show and feel like you're having the time of your life and being a part of something great, you go get up front, get in the pit, jump through the pit. You don't have to stay in the mosh pit, but I'm talking about the pit. Like, be in the front, just stand up.
Area.
Don't be in the lawn. Come have a good time. There's rules in the front. We're going to push each other, but we're going to pick each other up. There's love there. Nobody's going to let you get hurt. It changes the whole perspective of the show. You cannot go to a show and say it was not good if you were not up front. Don't be in the lawn and be like, oh, the show wasn't good. Morgan Wallen sucked last night. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were in the front, you know?
Yeah.
Be in the front. It'll change your life. We won't go to a show unless we're in the front and crowd surfing in the pit.
No.
You make awesome people, awesome friends, and you get to see people again. So I'll be in the crowd sometimes making the wildest comments, and she'll be like, "Shut up," and I'm like, "I'm never gonna see these people again." I'm like, "Stevie."
Except, that one time that you said that, and then literally somebody called out your name that had seen you at another show because outlandish comments.
Yeah, I get wild. And a deck of Uno, I'm a wild card, baby. So. But anyways, all right, guys, that does it. Check out all these bands on tour. Let us know if you're going to see them. Beartooth, Trivium, Bullet. From Ashes to New is going to be on them. Shout out to our boys from Ashes to New.
Yeah, we thought they were going to be on this show, so we were kind of upset they weren't. But I think they were playing Welcome to Rockville last night, or yesterday. So that's why they weren't able to make this one. But yeah.
And we're going to Blue Ridge, so if you're going to be there, let us know. Let's get up. Let's hang. Let's chill.
Us.
Let's do it. Let's start a posse. I got a posse. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Turn your coffees up with us. Check us out. Hit that like button, share, review, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Stay tuned. Godsmack, Prevail, Bad Omens, Era, I See Stars. We'll do it again. We're going to go. Hey, we should go watch Fast 10 after we check out tomorrow because we got to be out here at 12 and the show don't start till like 7.
Oh.
That'll kill some time.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Let us know if you like Fast and the Furious. Bye.
Bye.